This is a case about leading change in a joint venture. It is a joint venture in Shanghai. It's between a joint venture between a state-owned company and a French-based tire company. And this joint venture started in 2001, but in the initial years there were a lot of problems and the performance has not been good. And after 7 years, Mr. Balaham was sent from the headquarters to come and help to turn around. And after 3.5 years, it has been a very successful case. And so we are here to discuss, the problems faced at the initial stage, and then the transition and what have been done, and how it was turned around. And with me, it's Miss Lucy Chi, who is the HR director of this company. So maybe Lucy, you could share with us the situation there and then, during that change. I understand that it was very difficult. So maybe you could highlight what were some of the challenges and the problems at that stage.
Actually, when Bertrand Balaham arrived, before him, there's already 2 general managers who has trained to leading the teams. So the first one is just after the joint venture. So at that moment, that general manager is trying to understand the local culture. So he didn't really do that much of change. Then observing what's the problem, what's the difficulty, and then after that, it's about 3 years after, there's another general manager who is an American coming in, and then fully understand what is the situation, how we are able to make the change happen, and then to make this joint venture really successful. So Gary has done really a lot of brutal things. So trying to clean up the team. So after that, actually, when Bertrand arrived, most of the people who are not really fitting in the Michelin culture has gone. But due to this, there is a lot of question and also trust in the mind of the team over there. So they are thinking, okay, so another general manager here, what he's going to do to us. So I think what Bertrand did is he fully understand what is in the mind of the people. So he didn't start to do any change at just when he arrived. He spent a lot of time in the shop floor. Really a lot of time tour every space of the factory, getting connection with every people, starting to building a very, very in-depth of trust from the people. And then after that, he started to implement the change. What he called is Vision 2013 at that moment.
Vision
2013, yes. He presented to the whole leadership team in China, including also from the group in the headquarters, about where we are now and what we want to go. From here to there, what are the concrete steps in terms of all the HR system we need to put it there, training, investment also to improve the machine, the working environment, even the canteen, the toilet, the bathroom, the working uniform, everything. So I think it's a very, very comprehensive overall action plan.
So that plan was after the diagnosis of 6
to
8
8 months.
months. So he came up with a 5-year plan.
Correct.
On how to lead from here to
To
there.
the
5
yes.
years plan.
Yes.
Okay, so to the top management.
Yes.
And
in China, in the group.
In the group.
Yeah, I think what he has done, he get the trust from the people there.
Yeah.
He also bring everybody in the China level on board, even from the group level. We are really on the same boat. So we provided all the necessary resources, support needed for him to lead the change.
So did he succeed in getting the budget he wanted?
Yes. I think Bertrand is a very calm person.
Okay.
when he's facing all that challenge, he's very centered and calm. And he's able to gradually to tell people, so if you don't invest, what we are going to get? Nothing, right? Only if we do everything, we still can hope there's something going to happen. So by the end, everybody agreed and supported.
All right. So, so he gained the support from top management.
Yes.
I think that's also very important.
Right.
So he gets support from the people on the ground, and he then gets support from the top.
Yes.
Okay. Can you say a little bit about the 5-year plan that he presented? What were the key elements in that plan?
I think the first year, what he's trying to do, he's bringing a lot of people inside the HR team to build a very strong team in career managers. Not only the HR professionals, he also injected in several people who used to be the shop managers to be the career manager in the HR team. Their mission is to be very, very, very close to people. In Michelin, we have a very, very unique system. We call it career management system. Then the definition will be, no matter which level you are, whether you are white collar or blue collar, you will have one designated career manager who managing your career. So when they select all of the people, he sent them to France or US to learn what is the Michelin career management system and how the career manager can be so close to the employee and get the trust from the employee. Another thing he did, he built a very, very strong internal communication department. So we hired a person from outside who is a very, very experienced professional internal communication person, working with him and also the leadership team. To do all sort of, direction team level communication and also a very, very cascading down communication session until the shop floor. On top of that, he also grouped the leadership team together, going through outside, offsite team building and also vision alignment. So that is what he has done. So HR team close to the people, internal communication who are able to have the message from the top very clearly communicated to everybody. And then there's also a very, very good internal magazine called Together. And then he will write articles, session by session, to map the mind of the people gradually. So that's about. And then simultaneously, he also sending a lot of people abroad for professional training, who knows about how to make a real qualified Michelin tire, how to lead a factory. He also bring in several key expatriates who having a very special skill is coaching and transfer skill to the local people. Not only that, bring in the real Michelin way of doing business. Then the other part that he get the money from the company, invest dramatically and improve the machine so that the people will not so tired working on those ergonomically not so friendly thing. Invest a lot to improve the canteen and then to improve the food. Also the toilet, the bathroom, and even the lighting system. So that's what he did. In everything.
The work environment.
Correct.
To make it friendly, comfortable,
warm
for people. Can you compare like the before and after? What are the key differences that you see before, after?
Okay. First sight when you enter into the factory, of course, is the environment. It's very clean, very green. And then another level is the people.
How about before?
Before, it's a mess. It's surrounded the factory. There's certain scrap. unused machine just, pile everywhere. It seems that the people don't care. And now it's different. And then another level is the people. Before, when I really do tour to the factory shop floor, people will see you like, not really connected. You can look at the eyes and you can feel maybe there's an internal dialogue. Says, so you come. Why you come? What are you going to do?
Suspicion.
Today, yes. So today when I go inside the factory, people smile. And then curious, very friendly. And then if you want to talk with anybody, they are very, very happy. And they're willing to share with you some about their own successful story, the team's successful story. It's really different.
So you see the tremendous change in 3 years to turn around.
Correct.
Okay. So what's the implications for Michelin? What's this success story? What are the key learnings from this, and how does it, have implications to others?
I think joint venture is never easy. Merging acquisition, and then the most challenging part is the culture integration. I think the learning for all of us is really knowing who you are and what is your long-term strategy. Being patient and willing to invest. And then to do whatever needed to make it happen. Have the faith and then conviction and be responsible for your decision.
Well, what's most difficult in this change? What were the main obstacles?
Trust.
Trust.
From the people. Because the factory have 2,600 people almost.
So it's not trust from the management, but trust from the bottom.
Correct.
The employees.
Yes. All the change is not coming from the top. It's coming from everybody who really physically, mentally going through the change and really embrace and then real sustain the change.
How will the HR people align with the business strategy? What are things that you can do, particularly in the change process? Because HR actually plays a very important role in managing the change process too. Could you say something,
I think HR need to be really the second person besides the business leader. The HR person need to be both close to the business, fully understand what are the business plan, long term, even 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And then another thing is that HR people need to be very close to the people, knowing the people, not only what skill they have, more importantly, their mindset, and able to work with the business manager together to mapping the HR strategy aligned with the business strategy, and able to also give a consulting opinion to the business manager at what time, what is feasible, what is not feasible.